guys, today once more John is joining me.
Welcome.
And the A-Force and the X-Force are going to be facing off today, aren't they?
It's a battle of the forces, so which one is the best?
I reckon my force is better than your force probably thinks they're better than my force, but we're going to find out.
Let's put it down on the table and find out.
Let's just hope it's not alphabetical, because the X is a long way after A. Just quickly, there was somebody asked a question in one of the previous videos that was more aimed at you, John. I did try and answer, but I think it's best if you answer. So do you just want to sort that one out? I think it was from Steve Bowden.
It was from Steve Bowden.
It
was on the Midnight Suns question. So there was a section where Magneto had managed to daze Ghost Rider, the top of turn 2.
Yeah, something like that.
And then going into turn 3, I had priority. Activated Ghost Rider, decided to bump into within one of Magneto, and then pay to drag him long away using card and action.
I remember that was a turn where Magneto had gone crazy just before.
He did go absolutely mental and got like 12 successes on 7 dice or whatever it was. Something
like that.
So Steve asked if I'd contemplated using a penance stare beforehand to kind of drag some power off Magneto or to get some extra damage through. I've gone back and watched the video because it was a long time ago and I genuinely couldn't remember. No is my legitimate answer.
Yeah, I did try and answer on your behalf and sort of say I think that what you were trying to do is just get rid of Magneto, and I think that is the case.
That is 100% what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was get Magneto away from the point, so that Blade
Highway to Hell?
It was Highway to Hell, yeah. So attempting to hopefully keep Blade with some bonuses there against Scarlet Witch, and kind of maximise Ghost Rider's action economy so we could try and get back and contribute to something else. Turns out maybe it wasn't the right move and a penance there was worth a shot. But I just didn't see myself dazing him with the amount of defence
I think that's the thing. It wasn't although Penance Day is a phenomenal it wasn't reliable enough for you to say, if I spend one of my actions this turn doing this, I'm going to start Magneto land. So I'm pretty sure Magneto hadn't taken any damage at that point.
He hadn't taken any damage whatsoever.
So it would have been a big ass.
Yeah, what I didn't want to do was Penance Stare him still be alive.
Yeah.
Then I'd bump, then a Highway to Hell him, and then I could only move back a little bit and I'm still within range 3 of Magneto.
Stuck next to an angry Magneto.
Who's just going to double tap him like he did the first round.
Which never ends well, as we've had.
No, it doesn't. So I appreciate the questions though. Guys, if you've got any more, keep them coming and we'll do what we can.
Because it means we can engage with you and take on board the feedback that you've got for us, as well as letting you know any questions such as that. Or somebody else commented that at the start of our last video, when Vision triggered Sinister Traps, he wouldn't have been able to be pushed.
He would not. I noticed that on the way home. I sat in the car and I literally went, he can't be pushed in physical form. But it was too late by then.
The thing is, with making these videos, there are always going to be a couple of minor mistakes. We do try and keep on top of them.
We do.
So yeah, just let us know if you've got any feedback or any thoughts. Just quickly as well, we're going to start putting this in at the start of every video, because I don't know if everyone watches right till the very end.
I'd like to think so.
I hope so. But if you could like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and comment below with any thoughts you have, I'd really appreciate it. John, I'm sure you'd appreciate it as well. And if you want to go that extra step and help support the channel, we do have a Patreon, which the details for are down below in the description. So John, time for the Battle of the Forces.
Let's get this done.
Good luck. Do we roll for priority?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I won priority last week, which means I technically won, regardless of what happened.
So let's see if we can
do it again.
I got 2. You got 3. 2 of them are crits.
I win again!
Yeah, definitely, John. So you won again. End of the video. Yeah, sounds. So we'll take a look at missions and get back to you.
Yep.
Right, John, so we've got our missions. I'll run through what I'm bringing for the X-Force first, and then we can talk about the A-Force missions. So, for the X-Force, as my secures, I've got Gamma Waves, Mayor Fisk vows to find missing witnesses, and Demons Downtown. So all of these sort of force people to clump up, whether it's down the middle of the board with Gamma and Demons, or Mayor Fisk, which will hopefully take us into 2 more manageable teams on the sides, rather than having to deal with She-Hulk and the rest of the A-Force head-on. For my extracts, I've got Mutant Extremist targets US Senators, so that's one we played last time. I've got Research Station, and I've got Hammers. Hammers is just good for anyone, especially if you want to be dealing damage, which the X-Force definitely want to be doing. Research Station, again, forces a clump in the middle of the board, helps with the X-Force playstyle of just take everything off the table. A Mutant Extremist, sort of the same reason I took it in my Spider Foes. The idea is to let one of your characters have it, and then attack you with your then reduced dice pool. So John, do you want to quickly run us through what the A-Force have got?
Yeah, I'll run through in the opposite order. So I'll go extracts. I've got Deadly Legacy Virus. I'm hoping we can try and maybe maximise some Black Cat action to steal some of those and blow herself up, but you never know. Alien ship crashes in downtown simply because it is a 20 threat, and with such an expensive leader, I'd like to try and maximise as many models on the tabletop as possible. And then Fear Grips as Worthy Terrorise the Cities, because She-Hulk is angry enough, so if you can get a couple of extra hammers on her, she really starts to pump out some damage and go to town. In terms of secures, we've got Portals Overrun City with Spider People, and we've got Mutant Madmen, because they are both kind of interesting pay flips on the outsides. They kind of keep people separate so that She-Hulk doesn't have to deal with a mass clump of people. And then we've got Intrusions, which is a nice line down the middle, so that I can try and hop characters around to safety or hop characters into the action if needs be, while still being fairly safe with some of my more expensive characters, hopefully.
So, John, which one would you like to go with, seeing as you once more have priority?
I do once more have priority. I am going to take my extracts.
Right.
It gives me the highest possible threat value, and it also avoids Research Station, because I feel She-Hulk is not going to be one to be dealing with a potential X-23 and her unlimited rerolls and bounce arounds in the middle of the table.
Quite interestingly though, for the X-Force, the high threat values are pretty useful too.
They are indeed.
Because Cable's very expensive, so it's going to be interesting to see what we end up playing. So if I take away my extracts and you take away your skills, and we give these a shuffle, and then you can pick one of these and I'll pick one of yours. So I'll take this one.
I'm going to take this one just to be different.
And then flip them over and have a look. So we've got Mayor Fisk vows to find missing witnesses and an alien ship crashes downtown.
So the question is now, do you play 20 or do you play 16?
20's a big boy threat
20's
value,
big
isn't
boy,
it?
yeah, 20's big game.
I think because it'll be the first time we've done it, let's go with 20.
I like the sound of
Let's
that.
get some tours on the table and let's see what happens. It's definitely going to be interesting because there's lots of VPs really on the board when we think about it. There's 2 for the alien ship, for the core, and 2 for each of the witnesses.
So there's up to 6.
Up to 6, and they can only be scored in 2s. So it's very likely that one of us will be 4-2 ahead round 1, or maybe just 2 all if we can't find the core. So guys, we're going to build some rosters and then we'll show you what we've got. So guys, today for the X-Force we've got 4 affiliated characters and 2 splash characters. The first affiliated character that we've got is the big guy himself, which is Cable. Coming in at 5 threat, he's pretty expensive, so it's a good thing we're playing such a high threat value to be able to fit in lots of things around him. After that, we've then got Domino. She is an affiliated piece, and for those that haven't played against Domino, she's got probability manipulation, which is the main sort of gimmick on her character card. What this lets her do, and it's very thematic if you've ever seen the Deadpool movie, is count skulls as crits. And the best way that I can explain this for anyone that's not that into Marvel Crisis Protocol, if you ever played a game with D6, she essentially turns 1s into 6s. Then after that, we've got the power duo that is X-23 and Honey Badger. So X-23 is a 3 threat character who brings a lot of punch to the table, and Honey Badger is a little sister who sort of runs around biting ankles and just being a nuisance for the other team. While she's within range 1 of an enemy model, they roll 1 less attack dice, 1 less defense dice when defending, so it can be really useful to sort of help build up to taking models off the table. After that, we've then got Venom. He's quite expensive to splash in out of affiliation, but such a high threat value is able to fit him in. Venom really loves the X-Force leadership, as he can use a reroll not only in his turn, but in a turn where he counterattacks. After that, we've finally got Baron Zemo, who for a long time, and I imagine a long time to come, has been one of the most reliable characters since back when the core box released. He gets a reroll built in on his character card, which he also gets to share with those within range 2 of him. So if you can double that up with the X-Force leadership, it can be really powerful. For Team's Tactic cards, we've got 1 affiliated card, which is Cat and Mouse. What this lets you do is move an X-Force character at the start of the game up to range 2. And this can be really handy for getting Cable into position, and because it doesn't cost anything to play, any of the X-Force characters can use it, and it's going to be really great. Then we've got No Matter the Cost. For those that don't know, No Matter the Cost lets you suffer X damage to reduce the cost of the next attack you use by that much power. So X-23 is amazing with this card, as she can take 2 damage, then use a Claw Rush for free, and at the end of her turn, due to the fact she's got Healing Factor 2, she'll heal all of that damage. After that, we've got Mark for Death. I know John was talking about some Black Gap shenanigans, and what Mark for Death does is stops any defensive rerolls, but it also takes away stealth for a round and slows the character down to speed small. So if Black Cat looks like she's going to start running away with any kind of alien cause, that's going to be my way of stopping her. Then we've got Patch Up. It's one of the only healing cards left in the game. It lets one character pay up to 5 power to heal one of their friends for that much damage. Finally, we've got Mission Objective, because if I do manage to get hold of the core, I'd quite like to hold on to it. So if I manage to get on one of the squishier characters like Domino or Honey Badger, having Mission Objective means that if John takes me out, I can then pass it over to them. So guys, we'll move over and have a look at the A-Force roster.
Okay, folks, so we've got a 20 threat A-Force roster in front of us. So obviously we've got the massive 6 threat She-Hulk in there because she is the leader, and if I want to play any affiliated cards, characters, or gain that leadership bonus, she needs to be there. We are running Miss Marvel, who is a first time trial for me today, but I've been enjoying the Miss Marvel TV show. The finale drops today, so in case anybody was curious, yes, we are recording on a Wednesday, so she is making the tabletop. Captain Marvel is in there, who has always been a solid 4 threat. She's got those great energy blasts. She's got the ability to re-roll. The fact that she can gain some power from the A-Force leadership is great, so we'll give her a run on the table today. Valkyrie, who is always a solid 3 threat. She can put out a ton of damage. She's got a throw. She's got a charge, which helps her mobility. Just a solid all-round character. And then we've got Medusa, who is slightly less obnoxious than before some of the tweaks, but her ability to kind of like flurry and push on her basic attack is wonderful, and her rerolls from her Inhumans are also really good. Then we've got card-wise, so from left to right, we've got A-Force Assemble, which is an affiliated A-Force card that allows me to spend 3 power on an A-Force character to add additional dice to defense, so there's some additional stability there for some of my characters. Special Delivery, which is also an A-Force card, which allows characters to spend 1 each, and then anybody making a movement can drop She-Hulk within 1 of them at the end of that move, so it's good for some extra ability and getting She-Hulk where she needs to be. We've got Fan Club, which is a very weird reactive card between Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel, so depending on what Captain Marvel does, it allows Miss Marvel to do something fairly similar, because we all know she is a huge Danvers fangirl. We've then got Indomitable, to try and prevent a push, a pull, or some kind of movement when it needs to be. And then lastly, the only healing card really left in the game is Patch Up, because I am worried about those 20 stamina health points on She-Hulk and an ever angry, ever powerful X-23. You may also notice that this is the first time that kind of blind roster building has come into play, because while Aaron knew the characters I'd got, he then built his roster. He put Mark for Death in, as he spoke about, to try and eliminate some stealth and stuff on Black Cat. But as you can see, Black Cat has not made the final cut. I felt with a single extract and a little bit of a scrum in places, I was probably better off dropping a couple of extra characters in. So we'll see if Aaron can find another use for Mark for Death that would be equally as useful.
So guys, the last thing I want to say before we go into deployment is a big shout out to Alan from Midlife Crisis Protocol. He does some great content over on YouTube as well. And I've been to many events with Alan, as well as Alan coming to some of my events that I've hosted. And we've always got on really well. I've got nothing bad to say about him. He's an absolute golden lad. John, you've met him as well?
I have. I met him the one time at one of your events. He seemed sound in the short conversation we had. I didn't get to play him, but he seemed like a nice enough guy. So
he's absolutely golden. So I just want to give a big shout out to him, because he did the same for us, which was very nice of him. We didn't ask him to, so it was quite nice for me to see that on another channel. And just, that's really cool. Cheers. So I just thought I'd do the same for him. Anyway, John, back to the game. Let's start with our deployment. So you had priority.
I did, which means I get to deploy first. Which means I have a decision to make right off the bat, but we'll keep it simple. And we'll go fairly central with Captain Marvel.
One other thing that I just quickly need to say is we are using 3D printed versions of X-23 and Honey Badger. John, you do have the originals, don't you? But you just prefer these sculpts.
I do own the originals. I bought the originals so as I could have the original cards. I just bought those sculpts because I was mad hyped and I wanted to test them out in advance.
And then you've ended up using them since.
And then I've ended up using them since, yeah. I just prefer those sculpts for some weird reason.
That's fair. So I'm going to start off with the big bad man himself, which is Venom. I've recently got some terrain painted up with some Venom graffiti on it. It's not finished yet, but yeah, I thought it was only fair we showcase Venom off next to his newly painted Jaylee Bugle.
Captain Marvel quite likes Venom lining up there though, to be fair.
Yeah, that is a worry of mine.
I'm not sure he's going to stay there, but she quite likes that. We will... Ooh, I've got a giant ass building right there. We'll put Valkyrie here.
Right then, we're going to go with Domino, who's just going to stand here in the middle of the board as well.
Okay, I mean, no blind obsession with Domino means I'm slightly less concerned about it these days.
Well, you should still be worried.
I still dislike Domino unless she's on my side of the table, but I'm less horrifically concerned than I may have been otherwise.
A blind obsession Domino could be brutal, rolling 6 dice for that rapid fire.
And the fact that you can just pay for skulls to be crits and you get a reroll and
all those fun things.
Yeah.
Right, so next up for me is going to be the leader himself, seeing as you've put the shield down. It's going to be Cable.
It's like a forced mirror match.
It is, so he's just going to stand there.
Just going to stand there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Medusa is going to drop in next to Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And as Guardian and Inhuman.
Next to me is the Baron himself, so Mr. Zemo. Just going to stand there, do some dancing, have a chat with Cable.
Mate, Zemo doesn't dance.
I don't think they have very similar thoughts, but I'm sure they can find something in common. Killing you, hopefully.
Let's hope they both just decide to talk about their daddy issues instead.
Oh God, no.
And finally, small, single piece, easiest model ever to assemble, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel herself. So I've got Honey Badger and X-23 left to go, so we're going to go with X-23.
That's a good spot for her, just leave her right there.
No, she's not going that far back. She's going to stand here, as hopefully her and Honey Badger can sort of dominate this side of the board if you only decide to send Valkyrie over. Lastly for me, I've got Honey Badger, who, as I said, going to hopefully help X-23 to just keep control of this side of the board and put some pressure on you. So John, that is our deployment done. We'll put some power on and then we'll move into the first turn.
All the best.
So John, we are about to go into round one, but I do need to play cat and mouse first. So after all characters have been deployed, an X-Force character may play this card. So I'm going to choose Cable. And he gets to be placed within 2 of his current position.
He does.
So he's going to place himself so that he's within 2 of Zemo. Right up there. Like that. Just so that I can stand there straight away and hopefully get some rerolls off the bat.
That sounds like a plan to me.
And that is cat and mouse done. So you've got priority. Take it away, John.
I am still going to go... Yeah, Miss Marvel I think is going to go. She's going to see what she can do. She's going to take one step. She can easily get in over here.
Yeah.
And now she has a decision to make.
Does she look for the core?
Does she look for the core? Yeah, why not? Let's spend a power. Let's look for the core. 2 dice. Hoping for a crit.
Yep. No.
There is not a crit there.
She does not find it. Right then, so I think that we go with Cable. It would only be fair that we start off as we mean to go on, right?
Yeah.
So Cable is going to spend his 2 power that gets to the turn for body slide by 1. So this lets him place within 2 of his current position.
It does.
And it can only be used once per turn, but luckily I only need to use it once this turn. So what I'm going to do is once more reposition a little bit and use it to stay within 2 of Zemo. Oh, I've just dropped the measuring tool on Zemo's head. Sorry.
So it's not like that.
So just like that, which now puts me in line of sight of Miss Marvel.
It does.
So, for Cable's first action, I'm going to start with a plasma rifle into Miss Marvel's face.
That was foreseen. I was kind of hoping with him staying where he was I'd be able to be out of sight, but...
So hopefully we can get an early day turn 1. So 5 dice energy for me, and you've got 3 dice with 1 reroll.
4 dice energy.
4 dice?
I have 4 dice
You've
energy.
got 4 dice with 1 reroll for being a human. That's a pretty good roll. I've got 4 already.
I am at 1, but I do have a reroll.
So my rerolls have to go first.
They do indeed.
So I'm not going to use my leadership reroll, I'm just going to use the Baron Zemo reroll.
Yep.
Which gives me a total of 5 successes.
What? Straight off the bat, 5 from 5. I am at 2.
So you take 3 damage.
I do take 3
Because
damage.
I've got a wild, you get incinerate. I get 3 power. And then I think it's only fair we try and finish
Well,
off.
hold on. I get to activate my A-Force leadership.
You do indeed, so
Because
somebody else
damage.
gets a power.
Somebody else gains a power. I am going to pop that power straight onto Danvers.
Yep, to help get her into binary rolls.
Yeah, let's see if we can get her there as soon as we can.
So for the second action, Cable's going to shoot her in the face again. You are down to 3 dice, as I said, because you are incinerated. So normally you'd be on 4, but luckily the fire's helping me out
I mean,
a little bit.
Cable is from the future, so it makes sense that he knew I was only going to have 3 defense dice, right?
Exactly. And I do have 2 rerolls. I haven't used my leadership reroll yet.
Yep.
So, 3 this time.
You need to slow these dice down. Whoa! 3 with a crit.
Nice. So I get to add my crit, and you get to add your crit.
I do indeed.
Then I get to do my rerolls.
I cannot reroll mine as it is a skull.
So if I get both of these, so the first one was managed to knock everything else over as well. So first one re-rolls into it, and then the X-Force leadership. It's that one from Baron Zemo. X-Force leadership is another success.
Ah, unbelievable.
5 in total, which is enough to daze Miss
Is enough to daze Miss Marvel.
Cable gets 2 more power. And then that is the end of Cable's activation. He's not really in an ideal position, but I have managed to daze somebody really early on, which I think is going to be useful in the long run.
It 100% is.
So John, it's over to you.
It is over to me. I am going to look at Valkyrie. This building doesn't help her. So she can definitely still get there.
Yep.
She places herself like neatly on the end. She can move over that a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So I'm no concerned. That's as far as she can get. You can maybe move a little further back. There we go.
Yep.
And she is going to have a look for that wonderful core.
Nice.
So we're after a crit. We
You
do get a crit.
which means the core is over there, so that sort of shifts where I've got to put my attention.
It does indeed.
So, over to me, John.
Yep.
We're going to go with...
Oh, hang on, I need to pick up the core.
Yep, so we'll take the rest of them off. So, I'm going to go with Honey Badger, who is the smaller of the twins. Sisters, sorry, not twins.
Ah, clones, twins, sisters.
So she's going to move once to here, like so. Then she's going to move once again. Because although she can't score the objective, now that she's within range 1 of you, you'll be losing a defense dice if I attack you.
I 100% will, and I 100% do not like it.
So, it's then over to you, John.
So the question is, can I should be able to get within range 3. I mean, we have a small lip on that base, but
Yeah, it's alright.
she easily gets within range
Yep.
3. So she will now put... Whoa! Yeah, you're out of range for your free movement. She's
So I
only
can't
by
get my
miles.
free movement at the minute, just because she's out of range.
Yeah, so we will put a 5 dice spray bash
Yep.
into Honey Badger. And let's have a look for some wilds.
So I've blocked 1.
I've got 2 crits and a wild.
Nice. So it's not just my dice that are doing well on the offense.
No, so let's add the crits before I start looking at my Inhumans reroll. Whoa, 2 blanks. I do get a reroll for Inhumans.
Yep.
So we're at 4.
So I've only blocked 1, which means I'm taking 3 damage straight off the bat.
You are taking 3. I will gain 3 power. I then get both the flurry and the push.
Yep.
Do I hold the push? I can nest, right? So I can flurry and then potentially push away again.
I believe so.
Yeah, there's nothing that says I can't. Yeah, we'll do it again. Let's go 5 dice. Let's keep it nested.
Come on. Just 1 again for me.
We're at 4 with a crit.
Nice, so that's already enough to take out Honey Badger.
It's a blank, but we'll reroll it. It becomes 5. Not that it matters.
So Honey Badger goes down. It's at times like this I wish I had exceptional healing, but
How many did she take out of interest?
overall 5.
So she took 2 the second time, just for power balance.
Seems all of the ambulances and police cars are going cross.
Mate, Honey Badger and Miss Marvel both could do with an ambulance right now.
That is very true. So John, is it over to me then?
It is 100% over to you because I am not in range for any of my weird hair flip shenanigans or royal decrees or anything like that. So
Do the pushes happen after damage?
the pushes do happen. The pushes before damage, so she would have been pushed. No, because the second flurry would take a count. There wasn't a wild in the second roll.
Sorry. What happens now, I believe the reason it's changed is you can't nest the push.
Okay.
So because the
push
push
was
is now
negated.
before damage,
Yeah.
you'd do the attack. If you get the trick for the push before damage, however the flurry happens after.
Yeah.
So that's just a quick correction for those watching. We didn't do it the wrong way anyway, we have done it the right way technically.
Yeah.
So you can't nest the push anymore.
That's the change in it. It's
Yeah.
before damage rather than after damage as it was previously.
So John, over to me.
It is over to you. Let me just mark it with a little tick.
So we're going to go with Baron Zemo himself. Sadly, he's my only long mover. So he's going to go once to here, and then once again to here, just ready for next turn so that he's scoring that point and he's within range to put some damage into Miss Marvel. And then it is over to you, John.
It is over to me. I am looking at passing.
Nice. So that means I get to go again because
I have less activations left on the board
you
than
do, as you've only got 2 and I've got 3. So the question is, who do I go with? I think we'll go with X23, who a little too late is going to run up to see the day's 20 badger lying on the floor. But I'm sure she can help out next time.
And she's at least contesting the point, if nothing else.
Exactly. Over to you, John.
Okay, so I am having a look at Danvers making a move, then paying 1 alongside She-Hulk for special delivery, which means Danvers will get to make a second move action. She-Hulk will then get placed within 1 and immediately get an attack that costs her 0 power. So there is a possibility she can get within range of the point and have a smash at Zemo before she even activates.
Nice. So
that is the current plan. So let's see how far we can get Danvers.
It's a lot to be happening in one turn. I had to ask you to repeat it then just because I was struggling to follow along what was happening.
Easily within 2.
Yeah.
So, special delivery.
Yeah.
So when an A-Force character with flight, definitely Captain Marvel, begins a move action within 2 of an allied She-Hulk, they may spend 1 each to play this card, and then as we said before, when Marvel ends her movement, I can place She-Hulk within 1, and she gets a free attack. So let's take the 1 off She-Hulk and the 1 off Miss Marvel.
So here's me regretting going with Cable so earlier, so I might have had a juicier target.
You may have had a juicy target, but I think if Cable was there, I'd have been unlikely
to just walk into
walk She-Hulk into it. So She-Hulk is going to go on this side within 1 of the point.
Yep.
And within 1 of Danvers. And then she is going to make a strike into Baron Zemo.
Nice. Oh, we don't have the power to pay for any rerolls, so hope we can just take it on the chin.
7 physical.
I'm blocking 1 at the minute.
I am...
Got 4?
Got 4, yes.
I get 1 reroll.
No crits.
So I block 2, so I'm taking 2 damage.
You are taking 2. I will gain 2 power and you will gain the slow special condition.
Nice. Slow is not what I want on Zemo. The question is, do I use a counter attack? I am going to. I'm going to use my counter stroke for 2 power to try and push through some damage. So I get to roll 4 dice, and for each crit and wild, you take damage.
Yeah.
So 1.
1 damage on She-Hulk. And she will gain 1 power.
Yep.
So she was damaged from an enemy effect.
Yeah.
So she will put a power back onto Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Now we need to remember that it's still Captain Marvel's activation.
It is.
She's got no actions left. She is shy from being able to throw anything.
Yeah.
So she is now technically done.
Nice. Over to me.
Yeah, over to you.
So we're going to go with Domino, who's going to bring some much needed fire support to this side of the board. She's going to move once to here.
Yep.
And then I can just about see She-Hulk. However, I'm going to spend 1 for a grenade bounce.
I think that makes perfect sense.
So, this attack ignores line of sight and the defending character does not benefit from cover. And it's 4 dice energy.
Yep.
I'm going to put into She-Hulk. And the great thing about this is a guaranteed incinerate. I've got 2.
I am blocking 2.
So you don't take any damage. However, you do get set on fire.
I do.
And then because I've got a wild, Captain Marvel will also take a damage.
Yep. She-Hulk could, if she wished, advance short using gamma transfusion towards the target, but she is not going to.
Yeah, no worries. And that is Domino done. I just wish I had a power then to start the crit train and turn that skull into a crit.
That would have been interesting, but...
Not this time.
No. That's the difference between grenade bounce, I guess. They need to get the power for the grenade bounce, but...
Right, John, over to you.
So, She-Hulk is going...
Sorry, John, I just realised I've had 1 reroll for X-Force.
Ooh.
Which doesn't matter anyway, so never mind.
We'll allow it. I might have argued had it gone the other way. So, She-Hulk is my only activation left. I feel like she needs to put some hurt into Zemo. So she's going to hit him with a strike to start with.
Yep.
The question is, does she add his size for dice? How much has he got left?
He's taken 2, sorry, John.
So he's got 3 left?
Yes.
No, I will just smush him and see what happens. So 7 dice physical?
Yep.
Should have added some dice.
I've got 1 at the minute, although I managed to miss the dice tray with 2 of my 3 dots.
I've got 2. I rolled 2 scores of shield and 2 of the blanks.
So I could re-roll, but what I'm actually going to do is let that 1 damage go through.
That makes sense.
Because it will then give me 2 power, so that for your second attack I can re-roll a lot more.
Yeah.
Using Master Swordsman.
So he's got 2 left now, hasn't he?
He's got 2 left, but I do have the power to get lots of re-rolls.
Yeah. do I throw something at somebody, or do I add some dice? I've got the power. Let's add some dice.
Nice.
We're gonna play for. It's called Superior Weight Training for 3.
Yep.
So during the next attack action, this made by this character this turn, add dice equal to the size of the target. So we will do a standard strike for 9 dice.
Nice.
Into Zemo to see if we can get him done.
I am going to play 2, so that I can reroll everything using Master Swordsman.
Yep. That is a better roll.
That's 5 already with a crit. I'll roll more defence. So I've got 2.
Okay.
Even with rerolls, it's not going to be enough to save
It
Zemo.
becomes 6.
I will reroll though. So I have blocked 3.
Nice.
Sadly, 3 damage goes through, which is more than enough to daze him. So Zemo takes 2 to the face and goes down. So lots of early daisies on both sides of the table.
Yeah, this is madness. Well, she'll back up with a little bit of power now. So let's just take a quick look. She can hit Domino.
Yeah, I don't think she can get Cable.
She can't get Cable. Cable is too far away. The question is, does she really want to throw that right now? Or does she want to try and make some awkwardness? I mean, Domino ends up with power if I throw that at her, because it's unlikely to daze her. No, she's going to stay where she is. She's quite happy. I'm actually thinking things through this time, and we'll see what happens.
So for my last activation, Venom's going to go.
Yeah.
He's going to move twice over to this side of the board to lend some support to the sisters.
What happened to your plan of the sisters are doing it for themselves and holding that side down?
Well, it might have changed slightly. So Venom is there now. So going into the cleanup phase, John, you score 2 points for the core.
Yep.
2 points for this Senator.
Yes.
And I scored nothing, as that one is contested, and you have that one. So yeah.
Yep.
So it's 4-0 to the A-Force at the end of round 1.
I mean, this tends to be how our games go, and then you make
does.
a round 3-4 swing back, and it all goes horribly wrong.
Well, let's see what happens. So guys, at the end of round 1, the score is 4-0 to the A-Force. Let's see what happens going into round 2. So guys, going into round 2, the only thing we've got to do before we start this round is to move the witnesses. Technically, this happens in the cleanup, but we tend to do this at the start of the round just to give context to where they've ended up and why. So, this one over here isn't going to be moved, as it is currently contested by one of each character, as I've got X23 there and you've got Valkyrie. This one, however, is going to move, as you've definitely got more characters there than I have. So what I'm going to do is put it within range 1 of both Captain Marvel and She-Hulk. So they both take a damage, which they don't gain a power for.
They do not. They do not like this.
And they both gain stun as well, which is going to be really big on She-Hulk.
And Captain Marvel.
And Captain Marvel, to be fair, as it will definitely slow down that binary mode activation later in the game. So John, you do have priority, as I did go last with Venom. So where would you like to start?
I have some real decisions to make here. Do I, A, try and just take Zemo off the board, and just double down on that kind of side? Or do I try and do something with Valkyrie, who is not sitting pretty considering she has the core and there are 4 points on that side over there? So the question is, can I take out Honey Badger and still get away? Because I feel like she has to go first, because things are going to end poorly otherwise.
She can only make one move action.
She can only make one move action, which is why she's going to put some sort of attack into somebody. Ooh, Venom is not looking too nice either. War X23. The chances of me dazing X23 are slim. Honey Badger is more likely to get removed from the board. My defense dice stay as they are if Honey Badger goes. Oh, do I think we look at taking out Honey Badger?
Nice.
I think that's the plan. So, the question is now, do I want tons of dice, or do I want to be able to change one die to a hit for each crit or wild?
Yep.
I am going to go with the Warrior of Legend for 2, so the ability to try and change a die to a hit for each crit or wild in the roll, and just stick with the standard 5 dice strike for now.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, it's you pay 2 power, and then during the next attack action you make,
It is
you get to change 1 dice to a hit for every wild and roll, yeah?
Every
Sort
wild,
of like how
all crits.
Gamora works.
Similar to how Gamora works, yeah.
Right, and this is into Honey
Into Honey
Badger.
Badger.
Oh, I get 3 defense dice, it is physical.
There is one wild, so that's not too bad, I guess.
I've got 2 crits.
Yeah.
So I'll add my crits. I've got 4.
Oh, well, I will change that to a hit because I can.
Yep.
And then I am done. I'm getting no damage through whatsoever.
Honey Badger's having none of it today.
Honey Badger is not. That did not work the way I had expected. I needed 2 damage to then be able to go to town. I've got to try and get her out of there, I guess, realistically.
I think if you leave her there, sadly, she's going to go down awfully quick between Venom and X-Wing.
She is going to go down awfully quick. So she is going to come back around this way.
Yep.
She can get in just behind. I don't think she can get in just behind. I can't work out where the base starts. Sorry, folks, this is an awkward building to try and get around. Okay, so we're there. So she can't get in behind, she can get in at the side of.
Yep.
So she will end up stood there.
Nice.
And she is... let me just have a quick look. I'm having a contemplation on whether during this turn, Medusa spends 3 power so that Valkyrie can add a dice to her defense rolls in an attempt to keep her alive.
What's that with?
That is with A-Force Assemble. So
Nice.
A-Force character may spend 3 to play this card. When an allied character is defending against an attack this round, add 1 dice to the defense roll for each other allied A-Force character within 2.
So ideally, it's when there's a big clump of them, isn't there?
It is. I was looking over there to try and keep She-Hulk from dying, but Valkyrie has the core. I am going to not spend at this point because my concern is if I spend it, Venom pulls her using Web Snare, she's outside of 2 and it's gone. We will just hope she can survive.
Does it stop you being pulled?
It does not. Indomitable would stop me being pulled.
There is an A-Force card.
Stalwart
Determination, yeah, that's the one, sorry. Right, John, over to me.
Yeah, over to you.
So, Zemo's going to go because I don't want him to go down. And I'm going to spend 2 power for Master Swordsman. And I'm going to target Miss Marvel with an attack.
Okay.
So Master Swordsman, it works both when I'm being targeted by a physical attack or when I target a character with a physical attack within 2. And he lets me re-roll all dice in the attack or defense roll. So I get 5 dice. Do you want to bodyguard at all with anyone?
I do not. We will see.
I just thought I'd double check just in case you decide.
Yeah, no. I hadn't contemplated She-Hulk jumping in front with your full rerolls, so.
So just so everyone knows, I've got 5 dice. I can reroll everything for Master Swordsman. I can reroll 1 dice for Zemo's Strategic Genius, and then I have got the option to reroll another with the X-Force.
You got all the rerolls.
Yep. So let's see what happens. That's not a great way to start when you pay for lots of rerolls.
I have 2 successes with a crit.
So because I've got 3 skulls, all my rerolls are sort of wasted. I get 1 reroll, and then I get a Zemo reroll.
I will add my crit, which is a shield.
I've just got 1, John.
I have my Inhumans reroll / Miss Marvel reroll. So it's a skull, just to make it feel slightly better, but I block 3.
So from 5 dice with all the rerolls in the world, I get 1 and you take no damage. This is a rather tricky situation for Zemo to be in, as I don't really want him to be KO'd. And he's not in the best of places.
And he's only moving short, so he's not really getting away.
No, so that definitely didn't go how I'd have liked it to. I'm not really sure. I'm going to check some ranges, John.
It's nice to see that it's not just my Valkyrie that does this occasionally.
I'm going to move, because I don't want him KO'd, as I've already said. So I am going to move him to here. Just like this. And that is Zemo's activation done after he marvellously failed to do absolutely anything.
He certainly did, didn't he? Which is a shame, realistically, I guess, for Zemo. So,
I'm sure you don't mind that.
I don't mind in the slightest. I don't think Venom is quite there, no.
I'm not within 3 of anyone.
No, you're not. I'm having a little bit of a measure because I might be able to do some shenanigans to get within 3. But if I hit Venom, Venom hits me back.
He does.
I can try and push him away so he's out of 3 before damage.
Yeah, because your push does let you push those 3, I believe.
It does indeed. So I could do that. Okay, let's have a look at how we do this then. So, I will pay 2 for Royal Decree.
Yep.
On Medusa.
So this actually places within one of a friendly character.
It lets me place with choose another allied character within 2 of this character, and then I get to place Medusa within 1.
Yep.
So that will put her right on the front. She would be stood there, but it's on a lip. Which does then put me within 3 of almost everybody if I so chose.
The question is, who do you want to hit?
I am going to see what I can do about taking Honey Badger out first, I think. So we are going to Braid Bash into Honey Badger.
Yep.
So standard 5 dice physical.
Let's see if Honey Badger can pull off a miraculous defence like last time.
Whoa, I've only got 2 with a crit.
I've got none this time.
I do add the crit and then I do have a reroll. The crit is a shield, so reroll. No, so only 2.
So Honey Badger does take 2 damage.
I will gain 2 power. I have no push, I have no flurry. So not ideal.
And now what I am going to do is use Big Sis on X23.
Yep.
So this doesn't cost me anything to use, but after Honey Badger is target by an enemy affecting damage, X23 can then make a medium move towards the character that caused that damage.
Indeed.
So I'm going to advance on right towards Medusa and give you something else to think about.
That's fine. So, I think I still hit Honey Badger.
Nice.
Oh. Do I hit Honey Badger? Yeah. We'll still see if we can take Honey Badger out.
Nice.
So 5 dice Braid Bash again.
$3 for many.
2 with a crit, but I do have a reroll despite 2 scores.
I've just got the 1.
So I'll add the crit, shield, reroll, skull.
So I'm taking 1 damage.
You are taking 1 damage. I am gaining 1 power.
Did you get the flurry?
I did get the flurry, so I do get to go again.
Yep. I can't move again with Big Sis, which is going to only be used once a turn to make a move. So another attack into Honey Badger. She's only got 1 health left, so it's time to see if you can finish her off.
2, but I do have a reroll.
So once again, Honey Badger has 2 crits.
Oh no!
Straight off the bat. Doesn't make it into anything else after
It's
that.
all on this
Roll
reroll.
down to this dice where Honey Badger goes.
Oh, it is!
And she does. So she takes the damage she needs and she's off the table. Still, I'm pretty happy with the odds over on that side of the board. That's
I think you should
very,
be.
very early KO though for the A-Force.
So, before she ends her turn, yeah. So I can only throw characters
Yep.
with hair flip for 3 power. However, I will 100% spend 3
And throw X23 into Venom.
and throw X23 into Venom.
Nice. So I've got a dodge with Venom on his 4 physical. He's dodging 1, dodging 2.
Yep.
However, X23 does count as size 3 for collisions
She
because of her
does.
adamantium skeleton. So Venom takes 2 damage. Which isn't great, but he should be okay. He's a big angry submit. He's even got his own daily bugle.
Yeah, he should be perfectly good.
He'll be fine. So now that you're done on that side of the board, John, I'm going to go with Cable because I don't need to worry about any more shenanigans over there for now.
You do not?
So Cable is going to go. He's going to spend 2 power for body slide while 1.
Slide to the left. Or is he going to slide to the right?
Oh, every time I seem to do this, I just throw the tool at Zemo.
What has Zemo ever done to you?
So what I'm going to do is body slide to be in front of Domino, but I'll still be within 2 of Zemo. I think we'll find out in a moment because I'm going to throw that bugle that we've been talking about right at She-Hulk. So it costs me
She-Hulk says no.
3 power to do that.
Yeah.
Because I can pay size equal to anything up to size 4 to throw it. And I get to throw it medium. So She-Hulk is eating a size 3, which is 4 damage incoming.
She-Hulk is blocking none of it.
Nice, she takes 4 damage to the face. And then let's just double check. I am still within 2 of Zemo for his rerolls.
So, an enemy effect has damaged She-Hulk.
Yep.
She will obviously take the damage that she took in power.
Yep.
She can't take it all because that would max her out. But she will put her power onto Danvers.
Nice. That binary mode's coming very, very quickly.
Binary mode 100%.
Just to check, did you only put 1 power on then because of stuff?
I did not because...
You forgot?
I forgot, yeah.
Right, so for Cable's first action, now that he's used a couple of superpowers to get into where he needed to be, he's just going to do a plasma rifle straight into She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So this is 5 dice energy, and you're down to 3 because of the instant range. So, hopefully I can push her a lot more damage.
Oh, so roll like that, that's not bad.
3 at the minute.
Blocking nothing again.
So I've got a crit to add in first. So if I move these to the back. So I need a crit.
Oh.
4. Then I get 1 reroll for Baron Zemo. So that's 5.
Oh.
And then I am going to use my X-Force reroll. So 5 in total.
So She-Hulk is going to take 5.
Yep. It's not looking good for her.
It's not looking good for She-Hulk at all.
Cable gets 5 power, which he's going to very much need shortly to throw up some shields.
And she will put another power on Miss Marvel.
Yep. Once again, did you only put 1 damage?
I did this time.
Yeah, nice.
It's the difference between putting them on the board for recording and the fact that I put them on my cards when I play.
No, it's cool. So, for Cable's second action, the only real thing you can do is to do another plasma rifle attack. I suppose I could do a Scarny Sun and, you know, hit my guys as well as yours, but I don't really think it's worth it.
Z-Man would love that.
So another 5 dice energy attack into Shield. Another pretty
Cable
good
needs to
roll.
slow down.
Cable's ready for it today, so that's 4. We've got 2 crits to add.
She-Hulk is currently blocking none again.
What is happening, John?
She's just taking energy to the face.
2 more to add. However, they don't give me any more successes. I think that was a blank.
That was not a success yet.
Because I had 4, didn't I? So
You did.
take those out because neither of them's good. I get 1 reroll for Zemo. It is another success. That's another 5 damage from Cable.
She-Hulk says no.
She's just getting lit up. She only got 4 left now, John.
No. Yeah.
She
No.
definitely has, hasn't she?
No. What are you talking
Cable
about?
gets 3 more power. He would get 5, but that puts him all the way up to 10 already.
And I will put another power on Danvers.
Yeah, so that went a lot better than I expected. That is Cable done. And it is over to you. I think it just shows how much adding those extra rerolls helps out a character like Cable.
Yeah, definitely. Those rerolls are massive on him. I mean, the fact that I blanked out
Doesn't help.
really doesn't help, but that was still solid rolling either way. So now I've got a decision to make here. I clearly don't want to activate She-Hulk because I want to try and activate somebody else to patch her up.
I don't think you can patch up outside of activations. You could activate She-Hulk and use patch up with Captain Marvel.
I could, which is maybe what I look at doing. It's also possible to do some weird shenanigans.
You have got Miss Marvel as well, who's got lots of power.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm looking at the minute. Do I activate Miss Marvel? Put a couple of smushes potentially. Let's have a look at some ranges before I make a decision.
Just some more sirens there in the background. This time for She-Hulk.
Not just yet, but I feel it might be.
I think that they're arriving in preparation. Oh, yeah, sorry Dan Hughes, we're on round 2.
I think it's going to take more than one ambulance to get She-Hulk out of here.
Well, they could take her out in pieces, I suppose.
Oh, what? This is not only the dice roll's brutal, but now Aaron is brutal.
Yeah, it's just this savage X-Force nature, it seems.
It is. Okay, I think Miss Marvel is going to go because she's got power and wants to do less with it than Danvers. She is going to spend 5 of her 6 to take 5 off She-Hulk.
That makes me very sad, but I'm glad it's gone.
That makes me sad too because she's still sitting on 11. She's then well within range 4 of Zemo. She doesn't really want to be hitting Cable, I don't think. She's not got the power left to do any transforming, so she's just going to hit him with a Morpho Punch. Nice. So she'll gain 1 power afterwards, and there is a Wild Push.
Yep, so 3 dollars for Zemo. I am going to spend 2 on Cable because he's got lots of power. So you add 2 to the roll with Telekinetic Shield. So
that makes sense.
Zemo's rolling 5 defense dice with 1 reroll.
I've got a crit and a wild.
I've got 1 from my glorious 5 dice.
So I have a reroll, but let me add my crit. So I'm at 3.
So your reroll goes first for being an inhuman.
I'm at 4 with 3 wilds. That's lovely.
I'm at 1, so I take 3 to the face.
I do take 3, which gets me 3 power.
Might be another KO really early on here.
I can push you, but I don't know if I wish to. I don't get 3 power. Sorry, I only gain 1 power because it's a static builder.
Yep.
if I push you, where do you go? You 100% go outside of range 4.
I believe you have to push me towards you, or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, it's towards.
It's more of a
short.
pull.
Yeah, it's not really a push, is it? It's a push towards.
Yeah.
No, you're okay. I'll leave you this time.
So I'm going to spend 2 for counter strike.
Yeah.
So I'll get to roll 4 dice, and you take 1 damage because I've got 1 more.
1 damage, gain 1 power.
Yep.
I will then put another power on 2 Danvers.
Nice.
So that changes things slightly now. So Miss Marvel now has 3 power. So she will spend 3 power.
To embiggen.
To embiggen.
Very nice. So where is she coming to?
She is coming to here so that she is also contesting the objective.
Hello. Time for some really painful high fives.
Yeah. So she's going to high five Zemo, I believe, to try and get him off that board.
Right, so Zemo's going to spend 2 for Master Swordsman. And Cable is once more going to spend 2 for Telekinetic Shield.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I'm now rolling 5 dice so I can reroll all of them.
So I get 5 dice for my high five.
Yep.
However, my morphogenetics. When making attacks, if the target character is smaller than this character may reroll 2 of its attack dice. So I can at least reroll 2 now instead of 1.
I'm rolling 5 defense dice, re-rolling all of them, then re-rolling 1.
Yep.
You're rolling 5 attack dice, re-rolling 2 of them, then re-rolling 1.
Yes.
So lots of re-rolls. Let's see what happens.
3. With technically 3 rerolls.
So once more I get hardly anything, get nothing.
So morphogenetics.
So 2 re-rolls.
And
5.
we're done, yeah.
So I need a full house on these 4 dice to live. So let's see what happens. No, I get 1 more re-roll. Wow, so on 9 defense dice, Zemo gets nothing, and that takes him straight out of the game.
That is unbelievable. I will gain the 2 power for that.
And I believe at the end of your turn, you have to transform back.
At the end of my turn, I do have to transform back, but that's okay. I will transform back this way.
So Zemo wasn't as tanky as I expected there. With
Who would
5
have thought?
dice and re-rolls, I thought he'd be okay.
I was kind of expecting him to be okay. Miss Marvel did her job. She got big, now she got small, but she murdered stuff.
So that is 2 down for the X-Force already, as the A-Force are just going a bit crazy. So for me now, I'm going to go with Domino, and time to carry on trying to take Shield off the table. Because I think if I manage to, then it makes my odds of victory on this side a lot more likely.
Yeah, my game becomes very difficult if She-Hulk falls over.
So I get 4 dice pistols, and I'm going to shoot Shield straight in the face.
She-Hulk is down to 2 with that Incinerate.
So I'm hoping I'll be able to push through quite a bit of damage, as long as I get the rapid fires each time. 4 dice. So there's 2 straight off the bat, but I haven't got the hit that I need.
I roll 2 skulls.
Her defense dice just haven't been great.
She's just not interested.
I'm not going to pay any power for skulls, obviously I haven't got any, and I might get one, who knows. So 2 crits, and they get 1 reroll, so I don't get a hit, which I was after for the rapid fire. That's what the reroll was then.
Okay.
Yeah, so for those watching, that reroll at the end then was Max Wolf reroll to try and get a hit for rapid fire, which I don't get.
Makes perfect sense.
So I get a single power and you take 2 damage.
I do.
And what seemed like it was going to be a devastating attack really didn't amount to a huge amount.
So She-Hulk gains 1 power because
Yep.
she's still stunned. And she is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's going to put another power onto Danvers.
So hopefully this second pistols can do a little bit more. I was tempted to use, no matter the cost, to do a lucky shot. But that would put quite a bit of damage onto Domino.
It would indeed.
4 dice again. Hopefully I can get the hit this time and a little bit more damage. So
You get a hit.
technically I get what I asked for. I got the hit.
I get a defense dice.
Nice.
I roll a crit.
You've blocked it already.
Yeah, just blocking 1.
Right, I do get the hit that I asked for, so I get another power, and I do get the rapid fire. So maybe this one will be the one to finish you off.
This has got to go to town.
If I get lots and lots of skulls and crits. So 4 dice once more.
Oh, I'm rolling just to see.
Domino's dice
I've got 1.
have been very weird. So this time I get 4 shields.
Apparently, luck is not a superpower or a thing that Domino has right now.
It's very weird. It's the wrong kind of look at the wrong time. So Domino doesn't do any damage with that attack.
She-Hulk loves that though, I'd just like to say.
She does get a power, and I'm stunned and confused, to be honest, by that one. That is Domino done. Over to you, John.
Okay. I mean, you've got 2 to go, I've got 2 to go. So there's no passing over on this side. Let's just see if we can lay down some hurt.
That was such a crazy set of rolls from Domino.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
One where she gets 2 crits, gets nothing else. One where she gets 1 hit and 3 blanks. And then 4 shields. It's just very strange.
It's not really what you would expect.
Hopefully it evens out a little bit next turn and sort of get the ones I'm after.
So, She-Hulk is going to spend 5 for the defense rests. And she is also going to spend 3 for superior weight training to that.
So you just want to run us through what defense rest does first? That's
yeah,
your spender, isn't it?
The defense rest is my spender. So for 5 power, it's a range 3 attack with 9 dice. And if the attack deals damage, after the attack is resolved, the target character gains the slow and stun special conditions.
Yep.
But if they already have the slow condition, they will gain stagger instead.
Nice.
And then obviously, as we said before, superior weight training allows me to add dice equal to the size of the target. So we are going to put all of that power and all of that strike into Cable.
Nice. So Cable isn't looking very confident now. He's going to spend 2 to throw up his own telekinetic shield. So he's up to 5 defense dice.
I need to get some more dice.
We saw with Zemo just that 5 defense dice doesn't count for much if you get absolutely nothing.
So I am at 9 plus 3. Cable is 3, correct?
Size 2.
Oh, size 2 to take one of those out.
So 11 dice for you, 5 for me. Hopefully I get to block something this time.
Let me just double check these.
Yeah, there's lots of dice.
6.
It seems our attack dice have both been on fire. Our
11.
defense dice just haven't really been there for either of us.
Well,
5 dice for me.
Yep.
Let's see what happens.
That looks okay-ish.
Once again, I can't get many blocks on 5 dice, it seems. I get 1. I do have a crit to add.
I have 2 crits to add.
Just the 1 for Cable.
I am at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So even with Cable's hefty pool of 6 health, as I've only blocked 1, that is enough to put him down straight off the bat. So he takes 6 to the face.
It's unfortunate I gained 0 power for that, however.
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty glad that's a thing. I'm back up to 10 power, but I'm also dazed, so 2 ways of looking at it, I guess.
Yeah.
What would you like to do with Shield's second action, other than hopefully daze Domino?
I don't think I can daze Domino.
You can't reach her, can you?
I can't reach her, no. I don't have the power to get to her. But what I will do instead is I will...
Ooh. Oh no.
I was like, I'll just move towards the middle of the board, but Venom and X-23 stood over there. So I will not move towards the middle of the board. I think I will come around on this side.
I'm surprised you haven't shaken one of the conditions.
Well, that's what I'm trying to work out, whether I keep her or I shake it. But at this point, I still have priority. Because there's nothing that can happen with that, is there, in any way, shape or form? So, we will shake the Incinerate because that is a pain in the butt.
Well, it's a flame in the butt.
And we'll call it done.
Nice. Over to me.
Yes.
So Venom is going to go. He's going to spend 2 power to pull Medusa with a web snare.
Medusa will allow it.
Yep. So it's yank it this way, as it's a medium pull towards.
It is.
And then he's also going to spend 2 power to pull Valkyrie because she doesn't have enough to Indomitable.
She does not know.
As you need 2 power, so I get to pull her as well.
This is what we were worried about.
So everyone's coming into the fighting pit of Venom X-23, which I've got to admit is a pretty nasty combat.
I don't like the look of that pit.
So I'm going to start off by doing a 5 dice strike into Valkyrie.
Okay.
And let's see if we can get any damage for it. 2 at the minute.
1.
They are both crits, so luckily.
Wonderful.
So 2 more.
Oh.
4. And then
Knocking 1, taking 3.
I'm going to use my extra 3 roll.
Ooh.
So 5. So you're taking 4.
4.
So Venom gets 4 power.
She will gain 4 power. And I will add a power to She-Hulk.
Yeah. Sadly, because of where I've put you, I can't really throw you into Medusa,
You cannot.
as that would have been ideal to finish you off.
She has 6 health.
She does, sorry.
She does,
okay. So you wouldn't have finished her off
Wouldn't have
anyway.
finished her off anyway this time.
So in that case, I'll spend 3 and throw Medusa at you.
What?
Because Medusa is within 2.
Medusa will spend 2
For Indomitable?
for Indomitable,
No worries.
so that Valkyrie doesn't have to make a dodge. I know it's not the best use of the card, but I feel like my dodge rolls aren't going overly well today.
Yeah, and it does get rid of 3 of my power.
It does.
So I'm actually going to now... How much do you have left? 2?
2.
So I'm going to take... Oh, no. Do I take 3 damage on Venom?
Whoa!
Or no matter the cost? I am going to take 2 damage on Venom.
Okay. So you're going to spend the 1
I'm going
power.
to spend the 1 power I've got for a... So I'm using no matter the cost, sorry.
Yeah.
To do a Wheel Venom into Medusa.
Into Medusa.
So it's $7, because if I hit Valkyrie, I might daze you, but you've only got 2 health for me to take that.
That is true.
So $7 into Medusa, and hopefully I get all that health back. Otherwise, I'm in a pretty bad position.
Well, let's see. You'd like to think.
There we go, there's 5.
That looks pretty good. Blocking 1, but it is a crit.
Yep.
None, and Inhumans
You
reroll.
can't reroll, because it is Venom.
I cannot.
So, you take 4 to the face,
I do take 4.
which is a perfect amount to fully heal Venom. So it paid off in the end. And that is the end of Venom's
I
activation.
will allocate another power
Yep.
over to Miss Marvel.
Nice. That's the end of Venom's activation, so it's over to you, John.
It is. I am going to... The chances of us surviving, even if I give her an extra defense dice, are slim at this point. Miss Marvel is going to go.
Yep. Miss Marvel's already been.
Captain Marvel. Too
Yeah.
many Marvels. Too
True.
many Marvels. She can already hit Domino.
Yep. If she goes into binary, it's not going to be very good for Domino, I don't think.
No, and she is going to spend the 4 required for binary form.
No, it's just for the viewers, what happens when Captain Marvel goes
So,
into
when she hops into binary form, until the start of this character's next activation, it adds 2 dice to both its attack and defense rolls.
Yep. So pretty brutal. It makes her quite tanky as well.
It does make it quite tanky. And when you pair it with Energy Blast, which is only 4 dice,
Yep.
but you add the 2 dice to make it 6, and Energy Blast allows the character to reroll any number of its attack dice.
Yeah, so this is going to hurt a little bit.
So we're going to put an Energy Blast, unsurprisingly, into Domino and see what we can do.
Yep, Cable isn't around to help with the telekinetic shield, so let's see what happens. It turns out Domino doesn't need it,
Oh!
and she wouldn't have needed it
You
anyway.
wouldn't have needed it anyway.
I've got a
I
crit
cannot
card.
reroll those skulls despite my best efforts.
So I've blocked 3.
I got 3 rerolls over here, which still only takes me to 2.
So luckily Domino just manages to dodge out of the way of that
I
beam.
do gain 1 power standard.
So it seems that luck still is in store for Domino, as long as she doesn't go down to this attack, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm not within 3. Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll see what happens.
Before I
Let's
forget, John, Valkyrie should be bleeding and she did take a strike from Venom.
That is a very valid point.
So another energy
Another
attack
6
into Domino.
dice, Energy Blast. Yeah, and let's see what we can do.
Nice.
That is a better reroll with 4 successes
That
so
is a
far.
much worse roll for me. Not even a skull to help me
And
out.
I've got no crit, however, so 2 rerolls. Take me to 5 total.
Which is enough to finish off Domino.
It is indeed.
And she takes 5 to the face. So, what a bloodbath, John.
Yeah, it's a bit mad on this side of the board. Although the other side isn't much better.
Well, hopefully X23 can even it up a little.
I think things are about to get messy for both Medusa and Valkyrie, who I imagine are both getting dazed here with the...
So, X23 is going to go.
Yeah.
And she's going to do a adamantium slash into... Ooh, I'm just looking at Frenzy as well. Yeah, I'm going to do an adamantium slash into Valkyrie because she's got 2 health left, which will hopefully give me 2 power to then do some other shenanigans.
Yeah, I think that's the right call, knowing X23's cards pretty well.
So 5 dice. Right then.
Blocked.
So if I get a Pierce with my reroll,
Yeah.
because I've got an X23 Assassin reroll. There we go. So I get the 1 Pierce that I need, which gets rid of your block,
It does.
and then does a total of 2 damage. I was saved by the reroll
You
there.
were saved by the reroll.
So Valkyrie goes down, I get 2 power.
Valkyrie gets 2 power, and she will also give a power to She-Hulk.
Most importantly though, for me, she'll drop the alien core.
She will drop the alien core.
So she drops it within 2. I'm just going to place it over here. And
Sorry.
I'm going to thank the reroll gods for giving me exactly what I needed.
All praise to Nuffle.
I'm then going to spend 2 for Frenzy.
Yep.
So, because I've dazed or KO'd an enemy character during my activation, I can use your superpower. Now the attack has been resolved, I can advance small and make another adamantium slash. Another adamantium slash attack. So I'm going to advance small to be on top of the objective. To be next to the objective and within range to grab the alien core.
Yep.
I'm going to do a 5 dice adamantium slash into Medusa.
Yep.
I do still have my X-Force reroll as I only used her assassin.
Do you
one.
not get any rerolls against Medusa due to her
Sorry.
strength?
Yeah, so never mind, let's see what happens. 2 at the
I
minute.
don't think it's going to matter greatly. 1, but I do have a reroll.
Yeah, so more crit. So 3.
And reroll is a success, so she's taking 1.
Yeah.
Which does leave her alive.
She's got 1 left, doesn't she?
She has indeed. So she will take 1, and she will allocate another power to She-Hulk.
So I'll get 1 power. So, because you don't actually have any healing cards anymore,
I do not.
I'm not going to use my second action to attack you.
I think that makes perfect
Because it leaves
sense.
you on 1 for next turn. So what I'm actually going to do is move with my second action. Because I believe I can still move, as I haven't made a move action yet, just in advance.
Yes.
So I'm just going to move slightly to be over here. And that is X23 done.
That makes perfect sense.
Leaving Medusa on 1 health going into the next turn.
Are you picking up the core?
Yes, sorry.
I
I almost forgot. So pick up the call.
mean, I'm happy if you want to leave it on the floor, but it seems odd.
I'll definitely take it with me. Right, John, going into round 3 at the end of that one. This time the tables have turned a little bit.
They have.
You do score 2 points
I
for
do.
this witness over here. This time though, the X-Force get 4. So we're slowly making our way to catch up with you, hopefully, and we go into round 3. So guys, we're going into round 3 after what was possibly the chunkiest round we've had on the channel so far. Especially for round 2, that was pretty intense. We lost Zemo and Honey Badger, both got KO'd over on the X-Force side. John, you didn't have anyone KO'd, but you have taken some casualties as Miss Marvel's been dazed, Valkyrie's now been dazed, and
Yep.
She-Hulk has taken 13 damage?
13 damage, yeah.
13 damage in total.
She's
So
technically taken 18, but we've healed 5.
we have healed 5, that is very true. So the only thing left to do before we start this round is to move the Senators. I have priority, John. No, do
No,
I?
I have
You have priority, John. So you get to move this one first.
I do. And I will just shuffle it. Ooh.
To be just one away, or
Yeah, I'm going to shuffle it to be 1 away this way.
Nice. So I'm going to.
It stays within 1 though, so as you can take
Yep.
the damage and go stun.
So X23, 1 damage on her. Doesn't get any power for it.
No.
Stun, which is here.
Shiny blue Wi-Fi.
Then this one over here, I'm going to move it there. So Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and She-Hulk all take damage.
Nobody wants the damage.
And now Miss Marvel's stunned as well. So if I put this one here, so they've all got matching stuns. Have you got one for X23?
I do. It is not a matching stun, but it is a nice little blue Wi-Fi. So
Nice.
it will do the job.
Then I just need to quickly do my card. So Venom gets 1, X23 gets 1, and then Cable and Domino are already both sat on 10.
Nice.
And I've not seen Domino sat on 10 power before, so it's going to be interesting to see what she can do if she makes it through.
I mean, I feel she's going to make it through because I 100% have to do something on the other
Yeah.
side first.
So John, let's see what happens.
So I think Medusa needs to go before she gets herself dazed and is unable to play any part at all in the proceedings. She's sitting on 10 power.
Yeah, I did forget to mention just at the start of this round, Medusa has only got 1 health left, hasn't she?
She has only got 1 health left because you rather meanly just left her sitting on it.
Hit her once, and then she was begging for more, and X23 just went, not yet.
Staggering around going, please daze me, please daze me. If I place within 1, I can potentially contest. So I'm going to spend 2.
Yep.
I was thinking out loud in case you couldn't tell. For my Royal Degree. And I will place, sorry, put it back, within 1. And then we are going to see if we can do some damage into X23.
Nice.
So we're going to put a 5 dice spray bash into X23, looking for a flurry with a wild and a crit.
I'll get 3 defense dice with 1 reroll because I am an assassin.
Oh, 2 crits.
Nothing at all. This isn't good.
2 blanks, but I do have a reroll for Inhumans. It is not the wild I was looking for.
Oh, I have a reroll for being an assassin. It's not the anything I was looking for, so I take 3 to the
You take 3, and I gain 3, but I can only gain 2. So I will take the 2 back I did before. Which leaves you with 1 left, is that correct?
It does.
Can I?
I'd only get 1 power there, sorry, because of stun.
I can just throw you into Venom.
You can't because you measure from me when doing
Oh,
your
I
character.
do.
However, you can just throw me at the building.
Yeah, looking at it that way. I will throw you at the building, I believe.
Nice.
For a grand total of 3 power so that you take that final damage.
Yeah, because you can throw size 3, can't you?
I can. Size 3 or less.
So I'll take 1 more damage and X23 is dazed.
I get to place the core somewhere.
Yeah.
I am looking at potentially that. Maybe not quite there though. Maybe there.
Seems leaving Medusa alive on 1 was a grave mistake.
Because Medusa does not have any weird wall crawlers or anything like that, so she would have to get up. She can 100% get up. Let me just check this properly.
Yeah, she can do it.
Yeah, she gets there easily.
So Medusa's making a mad dash, holding the core, I assume.
Well, she's not just yet, but she is about to be holding the core.
Nice.
So she is going to spend 1, and she will pick up the core.
Nice. It's quite interesting though because she does only have 1 left, so
She does only have 1 left.
Venom might be able to make his way over and steal it from
He
her.
may be able to, but at least you've got to put something into Medusa rather than just going straight into Valkyrie.
That is true. So that is X23 dazed. I am going to go over on this side of the board and we're going to go with... We might go with Cable actually. Yeah, we're going to go with Cable. So we're going to spend 2 power first of all for body slide by 1. Place Cable in 2 where he is.
Here comes in back inside.
So he's over here. Then we're going to spend 6 power for a hefty Ascani son.
Okie dokie.
So not many people have ever seen this attack.
I love this attack.
But I think it's pretty decent. So it is 7 dice, it is Mystic, it's an area 2, so it's going to hit all 3 of your characters.
Yes.
For each attack as part of this that causes damage, I heal 1. I haven't taken any damage, so that doesn't matter. But the big thing here is if I get a hit and a wild, you get staggered.
Yep.
So the potential here is to stagger all 3 of those characters, which would be amazing. And we're going to start off with the big one herself, She-Hulk.
I thought you meant Miss Marvel then.
No, the big green one.
Ah, okay.
So, 7 dice Mystic, and let's see how this one goes.
That is not pleasant.
So it's pretty good. I've got 2 hits and 2 crits. I'm going to take out all the others.
I am blocking with a crit so far.
So I've got 2 crits starting. So 6, and I have got the stagger.
I only block 1.
So that will do 5 damage to you, leaving you on 2.
It does indeed.
Nice, I'll take that.
I will gain 1 power.
Because I got the hit and the wild. Hit the wild? Yeah, hit the wild. You do get staggered. So I'll get some of those. As you know, stunned and staggered.
Oh, poor She-Hulk.
So
Do I make any sort of move?
yeah, you could use aggressive.
Yeah, but that won't get me out
I
of
think
range.
it would happen after the rest of
It
my
would,
area.
I'm just trying to have a think, but it wouldn't do anything for me, so.
So my next one I'll do into Miss Marvel, not Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel, okay.
So, 7 dice Mystic.
Yep.
And once again, Cable's rolling pretty hot.
Cable is not happy he got dazed. I am currently blocking nothing, but I do have a reroll.
So I've got a crit to add. So I'm up to 6. So even with a reroll, I don't think you can save her, John.
I can't save her, but I'm going to reroll for personal pride. There we go.
So you get a block, but
I do get a
unfortunately, we managed to finish off Miss Marvel. So now the question is, can I make a step up in the world and go from Miss Marvel to Captain Marvel?
Ooh, a step up. Sounds like favouritism there.
Well, it's not favouritism, but I'm going from a 3 threat to a 4 threat. I didn't manage to get the 6 threat though, so maybe not. So 7 dice once more. Mystic again. You have got some extra dice, have you?
I have, because I haven't activated, so I do get the 2 extra dice.
Yeah. So, my 7 versus your 5.
It is.
Let's see what happens this time. Again.
What on earth is Cable playing at?
Cable is performing, so that's 6 this time.
I am blocking nothing.
No, so I've got a crit to add. So that's 6 in total, which
That
I
is
believe
more than enough. I can only take 4.
gets Captain
So
Marvel.
it does daze Captain Marvel.
And it's interesting, he did hit the stagger in every single roll, but it won't matter because field dressing is gone. Captain Marvel's down for the count. All of that as well from one action. So for Cable's second trick, I'm going to do a 5 dice plasma rifle into She-Hulk. I do still have an X-Force reroll as well.
She-Hulk does not like this.
And I think if he can finish her off,
I think this may well finish it all.
that may be the end of it all. So 5 dice energy into She-Hulk. 3, which is pretty good.
Yeah, with a crit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So I did the crit and then I get a reroll. So that's 4 from Cable after using the X-Force reroll.
I am blocking 0.
So he manages to gun down She-Hulk as
Just
well.
managed to gun down She-Hulk. There is no field dressing or anything like that, so there is no point in me leaving her remaining on the field.
So we get 2 more power, and honestly, John, what an absolute bloodbath. Cable has gone crazy, and that's for everyone out there that smack talks him.
I've never understood the Cable smack talk.
Yeah, that's Cable done. He took out Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. It seems there's nothing that can stand in the way of a man who's very angry with a metal arm. So that is Cable done, John, and you have Valkyrie.
I do not like the look of this table. Valkyrie is going to do something.
Yep.
I mean, she's got to try and put something into Venom, because otherwise he just finishes her off. He's taken no damage
He
whatsoever.
hasn't, because he had that really big wheel of Venom earlier that
It
held
is.
him back into full. Thanks to, no matter the cost.
So, I think we look at a Dragon Fang
Yep.
with Warrior of Legend for 5 of her 7 power. Yeah, let's do that.
Nice. All or nothing this time.
I think it's got to be. So 7 dice for each one, or quick changing one to a hit.
I get 4 dice?
Yeah, it's physical.
Yeah, 4 dice. And let's see how this goes.
And on a hit in the wild, I do get a 5.
Nice. So, let's see what happens.
There's the crit in the wild.
So I've got 1. You have got a score which can't be changed, I don't think.
No, it cannot, as far as I'm aware.
So you can change your shield into a hit with Warrior of Legend.
Yes.
I've got a crit to add.
I also have a crit to add. Yep.
So I've blocked 1, and you've got a grand total of 7.
7, yep.
So I'm taking 6 to the face.
You are. I also have the flurry trigger.
Yep, which will go before I get a chance to counter attack.
It 100% will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So this could be the end for Venom.
I
this
do not get Warrior of Legend this time,
No,
however.
so it's 5 dice.
7 dice, because it is a standard 7 dice strike.
7 dice strike.
Dragon Fang is 7 dice. Oh, I get to make a strike, don't I? Not
Yeah,
a dragon. Sorry, that's entirely on me.
I was
I'm
like,
like,
what?
yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, so
that's
it's 4
entirely
dice
me.
strike.
5 dice strike.
And I'll get 4 defense dice.
2 with crit.
So 2, so it all comes down to this one.
It is a shield.
So Venom lives on 1 health, and we all know what happens when that's the case.
Yeah.
Venom is going to spend 5
I was going to say I have 1 action left, but let's get this done.
for a We Are Venom. So 7 dice physical, and I'll heal damage equal to whatever I deal. If I deal any, to be fair.
Whoa, chances are good.
And that's a pretty good roll from Venom. So
That is a
4 at
pretty
the
good
minute. We'll take these out the way.
I am blocking 3 with a crit.
Nice. So I've got 2 crits. So that's 5. You've got a crit.
4.
And then I get a reroll. 6. That is the X-Force reroll just for anyone
That's
watching.
fine.
So you take 2 in total, which means I heal 2. So it wasn't quite as good as I was hoping, but Valkyrie's
Valkyrie
stalwart
gains 2.
defences there were enough to put up a decent fight, and she's still standing with a second action.
Valkyrie is going to potentially look at a second Dragon Fang
Nice.
for the 3 power to see if she can take Venom down.
Come on.
Or does she pay for a charge and Warrior of Legend on a strike? How many has he got left now? 3.
3 with no counter attacks.
He's got to go, hasn't he? I won't score the point, but if I charge on 5 dice and don't finish him off, I won't score the point anyway. So let's do it. 3 dice for a dragon. 3 power, sorry, for a dragon fang.
This is 7 dice spender.
7 dice spender.
With no warrior of legend.
I don't have the power this time, unfortunately.
So let's see what happens. Oh. So you've got 4. So I need a fair few blocks here. I've got a fair few blocks.
Oh, unbelievable.
So there's 3. I get that added crit. So I'm blocking 3.
Taking 1.
Nice. So Venom's now got 2 health remaining. He has got enough for a wheel Venom on his turn.
He has, and Valkyrie can do nothing else at this point.
No, so it's time for Venom to go, I think. Well, actually, I think Domino's due a turn in this fight, so she's going to be the one to activate first, just to see what she can do. She's going to move once to here. And... yeah, she's going to have to move again, I think.
I was going to say, she can't see for any of the decent attacks.
So she can't go over it, so she's got to go around it. She'll move here, and remember that 10 power I keep talking about?
I do.
She's going to spend 5 of it to patch up Venom.
No, after all that work.
So Venom's back to full health after taking an ungodly amount of damage.
He's taken more than enough to at least daze himself on this game.
Yeah, so that is Domino done. Venom's the last one to activate for me.
Yep.
And he's going to move, not medium, he's not that quick.
Hold on.
He's going to move small to here. And he's actually going to sit back a little bit, sorry.
That's fine.
He's going to move small to there. And he's going to do a 5 dice strike into Medusa. Oh, I can't use the X4 free roll because of your hair, basically.
Yep.
Which is odd, John, because you have a distinct lack of hair in real life, so it's...
It is true. But only on my head.
He's out of line, but he's right. So 5 dice strike into Medusa.
Major from the neck down.
5 dice strike. Let's see what happens. 3 for Venom.
1 for Medusa, and the reroll cannot count because I cannot roll skulls.
And you can't reroll with Venom anyway, so
No.
take 2.
Yeah, which is more than enough to daze her.
So I gain 1 power.
You do, because she only had the 1 left.
I'm not going to put that power on because I'm going to use it to pick up that core straight away. So Venom now has that alien core. And then with Venom's second action, sorry, that he's not got a second action. With Venom's power, should I say, he's going to spend 3 of it to throw Valkyrie into the box. Why not? She can hit the box.
Whole box.
Just there. So she takes another damage. Ideally, I'd have liked to be able to throw the box at you and hopefully KO you, but needs must. 1 damage will do for now. At the end of that round, John,
Yes.
after an absolute bloodbath, the X-Force are scoring 6 victory
The
points.
X-Force are going to town.
What a huge swing as we go into round 4. So, John, going into round 4, and the tables have turned a little bit. There's now only 3 characters left for the A-Force,
Yes.
and 4 for the X-Force. So in the battle of forces, X-Force is currently winning on numbers. However, it's still all to play for, and you've got lots of power on all your characters, so let's see what happens. You have priority. The only thing we need to do is you get to move both the Senators, as I was scoring both of them at the end of last time.
I do indeed. I cannot physically find. No, I can if I do this. It is within 1 of both of them.
Yep, so Venom takes damage and gets stunned.
Yep.
X-23 sadly takes damage too and gets stunned.
And gets stunned. And then
This
we will shuffle it that way. So that it is outside of 1.
Yep, but within 1
But
of them.
within 1 of you.
So Cable takes the damage and gets stunned. We've already got plenty of power, so we should be okay. Stun for Cable, stun for Venom, and stun for X-23.
Yeah,
Right, John, you have got priority, so take it away.
I have.
Tactics cards wise, I've got Mark for Death and Mission Objective left. John, what do you have?
I only have A-Force Assemble. I also had Fan Club left, but with no Miss Marvel, it's kind of irrelevant.
We've not Miss Marvel, the fan club's sort of gone away, hasn't it?
It's just moved to online due to COVID and other things like everything else.
Right, John, where would you like to start?
Everywhere is my honest answer. I'm a little worried about Marvel.
Just going to turn to face with my shield.
I mean, She's technically still in binary form. She hasn't activated yet.
Is that how it works?
I don't think so. I don't.
We'll just read it out.
Yeah.
So we've taken a quick look on the rules forum, and it turns out that you do count as still being in binary mode as you haven't had an activation.
Which is a joy for me because it makes my next selection a little bit easier.
It makes it much harder for me to deal with her until she activates.
It does. And it was quite an interesting one because not playing a lot of Captain Marvel, I had no idea how that really stood. So even I've learned something today, which is good.
I've never used her. I think it came up at an event before, but I couldn't remember for definite what the answer was. Turns out it is indeed a matter of she is in binary mode until her next activation, regardless what happens in between.
Which I guess makes perfect sense. So we're going to go with Medusa first, I think.
Yep.
Because she's got to try and do something over here.
Yep.
So she's going to put a Braid Bash. Is she? Where's Venom in relation to her? Outside 2. So she's going to put a Braid Bash into X23.
Yep.
So a 5 dice physical. Looking for a flurry.
You've got the flurry.
I've got the flurry. I've got a crit and a reroll.
I've got one crit.
Crit. Nothing. I'll do my reroll in a second.
More crit. And we both have one reroll.
Yes, you get yours. It's only when attacking you don't. My reroll is also nothing.
Mine is a block, so I'm blocking 2.
Yep, so you are taking 1.
Yep.
I will... Ooh. What's the range on my throw? Within 3. So I can push you if I wish.
Push me into Venom.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing. I will push you right into Venom.
It is a push, so there's no damage.
No. I do get the flurry, so here comes the flurry.
Yeah.
Again, into X23.
Yep. 3 defense dice again for me.
Not so good this time, just a 3. I do have a reroll.
I've got 3 with a crit.
As you crit, and then I will do my reroll. So 4.
And then my reroll, 3, so I'm taking 1 again.
Taking 1 again.
So it's not going well for X23.
She's got how many left now? 2?
2, so you can't kill her with just a throw.
I can't kill her with just a throw, which is kind of what I was hoping for.
Speaking of which, I'm guessing you're going to throw her into Venom.
I am indeed going to spend 3 to throw her into Venom.
So she takes another damage. Venom takes a dodge roll, so 4 dice physical. He dodges 2, so he takes 2 damage as X23 does count as a size 3 character for throws and collisions.
That's the joy of an adamantium skeleton.
Right, 1 action left to go on Medusa, John.
Yeah.
Was that the Modok
It was
impersonation?
my Modok impersonation, but not for a good way. For a I don't know who to hit way. I can eradicate X23.
Oh, you can try.
Well, I can try and hope for a flurry and then maybe stick a flurry into Venom.
Does the flurry have to go into the same character?
It doesn't specify that it does. The additional attack does not have the flurry special rule, is all it says.
No, so I'm pretty sure we can go into Venom.
Yeah, so let's try that then. Let's go. Let's see if we can take 1 followed by another.
So hit X23 first.
Hit X23 first. Whoa!
Pretty good.
It is, but I've got to reroll looking for that crit.
So I've got 1 crit. Add my crit in. So I've got 2.
Reroll. It is not a crit.
My reroll. Sadly, it's not enough to save X23 and she is KO'd.
So she does take 1, so I gain that power. I am not...
We didn't get to see much of X23's incredible healing factor in that one.
No,
Maybe next time I bring X-Force, I'll have to take a look
but I
exceptional.
did have to waste 2 actions on her.
This is true.
So it wasn't the end of the world. Medusa cannot do anything else from where she is.
So that is Medusa.
So that is Medusa done.
Nice. So, time to see what Domino can do. She can just about see Valkyrie, but you will get cover.
I will indeed.
I'm just going to double check with the movement tool that I can. Yeah, so I can see you because I can draw a line from mine to yours.
Yep.
You do get cover though.
I don't know if the camera could see that, but it definitely worked.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and move the camera.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
But she can see Valkyrie at the minute. So we're just going to start with some rapid fire shots into the mark. So it is 4 dice physical for our automatic pistols. Now let's hope I don't get 4 shields. Let's hope I don't get 1 hit and just blank. Let's hope I don't get 2 crits and nothing else.
I'm hoping you blank out.
Just violence. Violence is all I'm after. So 4 dice, let's see what happens. There we go, so 3. Well, 1, sorry.
I get none.
So I'm going to spend 2 for manipulation.
Yeah, to count those.
I think I should have done that before.
No.
Oh no, yeah.
You
I'm
still
still the right
stage,
time.
yeah.
So I've spent 2 to turn those 2 skulls.
You'd have to pay now if you wanted to count a future skull, which is how that works.
Yeah, so I will actually spend an extra 1, just in case one of these extra dice is a crit.
If it helps, she only has 3 health left as it is, and I've blocked nothing.
I still want to hurt you real bad, John.
That's fine, I just thought...
2 crits. And then again, I'm going to see if I'm in 4 of Medusa, because if I'm not, I might as well do my X-Force reroll now. I'm not, so I will use the X-Force reroll.
Just to maximise
Just to maximise how much damage Valkyrie takes. So, I don't get 1 off the reroll. That's 5 successes thanks to probability manipulation.
On 4 dice?
On 4 dice, so I'm pretty impressed with that. And it does put Valkyrie down.
It does remove Valkyrie from the table, which makes things far more difficult on that side for me.
After that's resolved, Domino gets 1 power. And then she's just going to waddle on over next to her good friend Venom. Because we've seen them team up loads of times in the comics, right?
I'm sure there's some unique pairing somewhere.
So that is Domino done. John, you can go now with Captain Marvel, or you can pass.
I will go now with Captain Marvel. Yeah. I will spend 4 because she now activates and loses that binary.
Yeah, so she's activated, which means she comes out of binary.
She's now spending 4 to go back into binary.
Yeah.
She's then going to spend 3 to put a rocket punch.
She's got lots of power.
Into Cable's lovely face.
Yep. So, I'm going to spend 2 for a little telekinetic shield.
So
boost up his defense.
9 dice energy.
Yep.
Because I get the 2 for binary form.
I get 3 dice energy base, plus 2 for the shield. And this is, what, my 5th time rolling 4 dice?
Oh, yeah.
If I could get at least 2 blocks, I'd be over the moon. That's 7.
That's 7.
Yeah!
Oh, there we go.
So there's 3 blocks already.
Yeah.
I'll move everything else out the way. Got a crit to add. So 3 blocks in total.
So you're going to take 4.
Yes, Cable takes 4 damage to the face. He only gets 1 power though because of the stun.
And he's got how many left?
He now has 2 left.
I'm in a weird spot now, however.
Wait, do you throw something or do you rocket punch on us?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to... do I want to throw something in the vain hope that I can then get on that point to score? Or do I just give up 2 points this round because it doesn't really matter? And
if you give up those 2 points, I'll jump to 16.
Yeah, this is the thing. I'm kind of like...
Oh yeah, because you're not in 1, are you? Because
I'm not within 1 because I moved it.
Yeah, I remember now, to avoid the stun.
So, I am going to throw something at him first, maybe? I don't have anything massive to do any damage.
What's your grab range?
2. Not enough to get that giant planter behind me.
Maybe if you moved here, that you'd not be in the objective then anyway, would you?
No.
So plant or nothing?
I mean, the plant is size 2, so there's 3 dice coming at him. He's going to pay to put him up to...
He can't
dodge.
Nope.
So he's going to be rolling 3.
3 dice needing to block 2.
3 dice needing to block 2.
Yep.
And then I could still 6 dice energy him or 7 dice strike him if needs be. And then you don't at least go, let's just go all out. Let's throw a pot at him. What am I worried about?
Catch it, Cable. He blocks 1, which means he takes 2 to the face and he's KO'd.
There we go.
That was very anticlimactic.
All that pandering and all that I needed to do was throw a plant pot at him.
Right, so I guess you're going to move on to the point.
I am going to move on to the point for my second action. And Danvers is done.
Right, so we've just got Venom, who's going to strike Medusa.
Okie dokie.
So 5 dice physical. You can't reroll.
No.
I can't reroll, but I haven't got any anyway. So just straight whatever the dice tells.
This is weird.
1. So apparently the dice aren't happy with me.
1!
Nice, you don't take anything.
I won't add the crit.
You do gain bleed because it was a strike. I'm then going to spend 3 for We Are Venom.
No.
For a 7 dice attack. That will hopefully heal me, even if it doesn't kill you. So 7 dice attack, let's see what happens. Lots of symbols, but only 4 of them matter, so 4 successes.
Okay. Put that in. Oh my god, twice and it's not standing.
Twice and you've managed to miss, nice.
The second one was a block, so
there we go.
One. So we're blocking 2.
So you're taking 2?
Yeah.
Means Venom heals 2, so he's only taken 1.
I just cannot get rid of Venom.
Not today, you see.
It just won't go away.
His healing feels so much better in the new sort of standard as well.
Yeah, I think the lack of everybody else being able to heal means that the fact that he can just do it inherently from an attack is great.
So, John, that is the end of Venom's activation. He hasn't got any power to do anything else.
Yes.
So we go to scoring.
We do indeed.
So the X-Force have the core, which gives them 2 points, and one witness, which gives them another 2.
Yep.
So they get 4 to 14. The A-Force get 2, so go to 8. And now we're going into round 5.
We are indeed.
So let's see what happens. So guys, we're going into round 5 after what has been, as we've already said plenty of times, an absolute bloodbath. We say that it's A-Force and X-Force, but at this point I don't think you can really tell what the teams are. All I've got left is Venom and Domino.
And I've got some
you've got Medusa
attractive ladies.
and Captain Marvel. So, you do have priority, John, so the first thing we need to do is move those witnesses. So you get to move this one, because I am scoring it.
I do, and I am going to do you no favours and push it there.
Nice, so they both take another damage.
And Domino will gain stun.
Yeah.
Not that it really matters with kind of the way her
Her power's
power
funky,
generation
isn't it? Because it's
works,
just one at a time unless she's taking damage. So they're both stunned. I could stun Captain Marvel, but I'm just going to send her for a walk instead. So we're going to put it that way.
Well, that makes things interesting.
Can't make your life too easy, John.
I mean, since I dropped that core, you haven't made my life remotely easy.
The problem I have is if I'd have moved it this way, the chance that you move to around here and do an energy blast into Venom's head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still really tempted to just give up on the points, and if he's not already down, just put an energy blast into his head anyway and see what happens.
We'll see how it goes. So, John, you've got priority. Where would you like to start?
I would like to start with Medusa, because all the action is on this side, and starting with Danvers feels strange.
She's not even facing me. How rude.
Should we turn her?
Yeah.
She's missing her king.
I've just realised, John, Stan the Man hasn't made an appearance.
Stan the Man is not today. He is watching from a higher place.
Oh, it seems...
Does he need to make the board just to see the final?
Where is he, John? Yeah, let's get him out here. Let's get him up here with Medusa, looking down at what's happening. So Stan the Man has finally joined us.
It's took him 5 turns to climb the ladder. He's old now. The fire escape at the back's rickety. He's just got up.
So he's here to see what might end up being the final turn, or it might be the last but one turn.
So I am going to spend 3 to start with.
Yep.
And I am going to throw Domino.
Yep.
Into Venom.
Nice. So Domino takes 1 damage, and Venom has to dodge. He's been doing all right at this so far.
He's been doing all right at everything.
So good logic. It's a 4 dice. Come on, Venom. He's blocking 2. I've got a crit to add though.
Yeah.
You're blocking 3, John.
Yeah, so he's taking nothing.
Nothing. Venom does not care.
We are going to put a 5 dice blade bash into Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. We're going to see what we can do with it. Not a lot, but I do have a reroll with 2.
My 4 defense rolls, not 3, sorry. So I'm blocked 2. I've got a crit to add in.
Yep.
So I'm blocking 2.
I have a reroll, but I can't.
You can.
I can. It's only on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the crit.
3, so I take 8 damage.
You do take 8 damage.
Did you get the flurry and the push and whatnot?
I did. I got both the flurry and
Nice.
the push. However, if I push you,
Not going to be able to hit him again.
I'm not going to be able to hit him again. So I will not push you.
Just going to try and go
I
for a
will
big
just
finish.
go for a big finish and see if we can get a flurry in there.
Sadly, because he's stunned, I'm not going to be able to do a wheel venom.
No.
So if he does survive, it's just going to be a little cat attack, not a big one.
2.
4 dice for me. 1.
I do have a reroll.
Yep.
Still 2.
So I take 1 again.
You do take 1 again.
I'll get another power.
I will gain a power.
And then I'm going to spend 2
Yep.
to do a symbiote tendrils counter attack.
That makes perfect sense.
So 4 dice. It all leaves me with 1 power left.
This is where he rolls like 5
That
successes.
stun really hurts. Yeah, so Venom, finish her. 3. It's not bad.
That's not bad. She's blocking 1 with a crit.
I've got a crit to add as well. 4.
Blocking 1.
So you're taking...
3.
Yeah, which leaves her on 1.
It does live on 1.
Which sadly, because she's bleeding, leaves you in a situation where, as Dan would like to call it, little Dan that is, shake or die. Venom gets 1 power.
She is going to die.
Nice.
She is not a queen because she stands there and shakes off conditions and just goes, I'd rather be alive. She is going to go down in honour of A-Force in an attempt to finish off Venom.
Nice. So he's got 3 health left. Can she do it?
The dream here is she does it, gets the flurry, puts it into Domino, takes Domino out too, and they all go down in a blaze of glory.
That would be pretty immense.
It's not happening.
I hope not.
So here we go. 5 guys. It's unlikely with 2 successes in a reroll.
All for me. So for your plan to come to fruition,
You need to get no
I
blocks.
need no blocks, but I've got 1. I've got
No.
crit rad. So I've got 1, which is the one that's going to stand in your way.
The reroll. It is another wild, not a crit.
So I take 2 damage.
You do take 2 damage.
Leave me with 1 left. Once again, I'll get another power.
Yeah.
So you don't get the flurry.
I do not get the flurry. I get a push. But the push seems pointless. I can push you short in any direction, however.
Oh, I think that's been knocked.
So I am going to push you that way.
No! Right then.
And unfortunately, she is going to take a damage from bleed
And be KO'd.
and be removed from the board.
But she went out
She went out trying something.
blaze of glory. Right, so Venom and Domino to go with. I think I've got to run away with the big guy himself because Captain Marvel's, is she in binary at the minute?
She is.
So there's no point in me trying to go after her.
Did you not say last turn, I choose violence really loudly on stream?
This is true, so maybe I should.
I mean, you need 2 points.
This is true, Domino can get it on
secure
way.
at that point.
So let's send Venom in.
Let's roll some dice.
So he's moving small towards Captain Marvel, and he's going to spend 3 for a we are Venom. Because if you didn't already know, John, we really are Venom this game. 7 dice physical against your 5 dice.
It is.
So let's see what happens. That's pretty decent.
That's
roll.
not bad, yeah.
There's 4 already.
4 with 2 crits.
Yep.
I am blocking 3 with a crit.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong. So 2 crits. 4, 5, 6.
Blocking 4, taking 2.
Yeah, so I heal 2. But then that's not going to help.
It doesn't give me enough to go into binary
It
though.
doesn't, luckily. So, John, Captain Marvel's activation.
Yeah, Captain Marvel activates. Captain Marvel loses binary. Wishes she was running under Steve because she could then go binary again. But she's going to stay totally dedicated to her long lost friend Jennifer Waters. And
Medusa. And Valkyrie. And
Miss Marvel. She's going to spend the 3 she's got. Oh no! Does she just rocket punch him initially?
What's the energy one? It's 4 dice, but you reroll everything, right?
4 dice, but I reroll everything. I gain a static power from it, so I'm going to do that first.
Because I've got stun, there's no way I can counterattack after the first attack.
I'm really worried that if I take him out with a rocket punch, I have no power and I can't pick up the core.
No.
And it just sits at her feet and she looks at it going, what's this? So we'll energy blast him first.
Yep, it's
4
2 dice for me. Come on, Venom. Oh, it seems Venom's luck has run out.
It is 3 with a crit.
So I've got nothing.
Add the crit. It's a skull, so I can't reroll that, but I can reroll the shield. And it's a blank, so 3.
Which is exactly enough to finish off the symbiote.
And
So
again,
Venom
the 1
goes
part.
down. He was the only healthy character left up until now. So Venom goes down. He gets 1 power because of the stun and he drops the alien claw.
I will spend 1 to pick up the core.
Yeah.
Oh, can
Started rolling. You can definitely
I
get
can
it.
definitely get it. I just wanted to check it.
And then move on to the Whitney.
And then, yeah, because even if I choose violence, I'm not getting there. So I'll move on to the witness just to maximise our A-Force's score.
So Domino is quite fittingly surrounded by bodies, but smelling of roses. You've got X-23, Medusa, Honey Badger,
Valkyrie died over there.
just all their bodies slumped up against the wall. Domino's just going to move here, very casually and shake the stun. At the end of that turn, John, Domino's smelling like roses. Venom is dazed, but I think the X-Force have done enough as they score 2 more points, which takes them to 16.
Yep.
A-Force do manage to grab 4 points right at the end, which jumps them all the way up to 12, but it wasn't quite enough in the end.
It was
the battle
not.
of the forces. John, what a great game.
I enjoyed that, mate. Thank you very much.
And we'll move to a quick talk-up and MVPs, but I think I know whose mine is going to
I
be.
think everybody knows who your MVP is at this point.
Right, John. So at the end of that one, I've got to say that's definitely the bloodiest game we've had on the channel.
Yeah, I would happen to agree with that. Everybody almost was dazed or KO'd.
I mean, 4 KOs aside, was it?
Yeah, 4 KOs on one side.
Yeah, you had Medusa, She-Hulk, Valkyrie, and Miss Marvel KO. And I had Zemo, Honey Badger, Cable himself,
and X-23.
And X-23 go down. So an absolute slaughter on both sides. It was the battle of the forces, so it was always the way it was going to be, and one force had to come out on top. Luckily, it was the X-Force this time.
Well, I mean, you say luckily. I'm a big mutant fan, but I still quite like the A-Force.
They were good. They were definitely good. Domino just went on a really long walk, really. This is all she's done, it seems.
She had a pretty good roll at one time over there with
she
the
did.
skulls and stuff like that when she was at maximum power, but she did feel a little bit superfluous, really.
Yeah, but she enjoyed it. She's walked around, scored some points, dodged some bullets, jumped over some energy beams, and ultimately...
I mean, that sounds like Domino, to be fair.
It sounds like Domino.
Yeah.
So, the only other thing, character-wise, I want to talk about is MVPs. John,
Okay.
I'll let you go first, as I think we all know who mine is going to be.
Yeah, I'm stuck here. I really want to give it to Danvers.
Yep.
He did a fair bit of work over there and was the only one left.
Yep.
But Medusa did an absolute ton on the other side, and I feel that despite the fact she didn't quite make it to the end, she went out like a queen.
She
like
went out
she would.
in a flaming blaze of orange.
Took out Honey Badger. I'm pretty sure she finished off
She finished X-23. She took out Honey Badger.
She dazed Domino.
Yeah.
She put a ton of damage into Venom, and he
she
probably should have died.
Venom 2 or 3 times to be
So
fair.
the Queen of the Inhumans is also the Queen of A-Force today.
It seems that way. Talking of Venom, John.
Yes.
I have no idea how much damage he took that guy.
Too much is the answer.
He took 6 early on, didn't he? Went down to 1 left.
Yeah.
Then he was fully healed.
Yeah, he was patch-upped.
Yeah. Then he took down to 1 left again.
And then
he healed a bunch. And then just at the very end of the game, Captain Marvel finally managed to put him down. Not KO him, but just slow him down for a turn.
I'm pretty sure we are Venom to heal himself twice after a patch-up too.
Boy, mate, I think it's definitely the most I've ever done it with him.
Yeah.
But I think with that X-Force leadership reroll, it helps him to generate a little bit more power, which then carries on fueling his engine to do more big attacks later on in the game.
He was just a beast on the
He was a monster, and he's definitely my MVP this game. So, John, not really sure what else to say, it's just an absolute slaughter.
It was, yeah.
Thank you for the game.
Well,
you'll be joining me again next week as we record another battle report. And for the first time in a while, I don't think either of us know what we're going to be playing.
I haven't got a clue. I'm going to play something that I haven't yet played, that much is for certain.
That's fair. What I might do is go back to the true love of mine, which is the Web Warriors.
That sounds fair.
And see how they got on with the new standard changes.
Sounds good.
So, John, thanks for joining me, and we will see everyone next time.
Yeah, thank you very much, folks.
So guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and feel free to leave any thoughts you have down in the comments below. I just want to give a big shout out to all of the supporters of Web Warrior Protocols that have made this all possible, and a huge humble thank you to all of the channel's patrons. The support from Patreon goes towards buying new equipment for the channel and helps improve the quality of the videos moving forward. If you'd like to support the channel, you can find a link to the Patreon down below in the description, as well as links to all of the channel's social media.